Welcome you all to this month's webinar, platform webinar session. My name is Monica. I'm the Customer Success Manager, and I'll be here leading you through the session. And together with me, Stephen Linkins. He is the Senior Web Developer. He knows everything about the platform, is here to heal any questions you guys might have as well.
And I'll be monitoring the chat in the meantime. So if there is any questions that come through and Monica's in the middle of talking about something, I can jump into the chat and help you guys out if needed.
Yeah. Well, Steve, Tom, do you know if you're a license manager, perhaps?
I am.
Great. Okay. Okay, well, I'll walk you through this part too then, being that it's us. That's here. You should have received an email like this one. Okay. Rena, this is how it's done. We have a license manager. That person is in charge to administer that account. So they will need to assign teachers and assign them licenses. Okay, they'll be in charge of that. They receive an email much like this one. Here you will have the school name. You will have the license number. That's mostly for us to identify. And the expiration date of that package. Usually they have a year to expire. And this will be the courses included within the package. We work with different programs, you can say. We even have some entrepreneurship courses. And in this case, it's an Adobe package, full suite. And down here, Tom, you should have your login credentials. Okay,
I am looking for that, and I think maybe I misinterpreted because I am, I guess, the license coordinator for the Certiport when I do the certifications, but I don't believe I've received that regarding Brain Buffet, if that makes sense.
Yes, that is possible. Have you received any Brain Buffet email yet?
I'm sorry, say again?
Have you received any Brain Buffet email?
I've been receiving emails from Brain Buffet, but I'm looking through emails. Maybe I might have missed something regarding a license manager account. But if I could probably take a look real quick. But not sure if I'm seeing if anything comes to mind right away.
Can you join into? Can you log into your account? Do you have login credentials? If not, we can always check.
I'm currently logged into my Brain Buffet. Yes.
Oh, that's great then. Do you have? Well, we'll walk through that. Let's go step at a time. You should have received an email, if not this one, like this one here. This one's for the teachers. So once
yeah, I'm actually checking. I do see that you are signed in or signed up as a license manager. So sometime towards the end of October, you should have gotten an email that looks like that. But if you haven't, then we can always resend that.
I'm at my dashboard now, and it looks like I do have something license management dashboard. Perfect. Welcome to license management. So yes, I do have license manager information. Thank you.
Awesome.
Great. So once the license manager adds the teacher, they will receive an email like this one, having the number of licenses they have been assigned, the courses they'll be working with. And down here, as well as in the license manager email, we have some useful links. Okay, so a straight tutorial for you to manage your classrooms, our frequently asked question page, videos on how to add and remove students. All of those useful links are right there to assist you. This is why this email is important, and it's good to know if you have gotten it or not. In today's session, more than going through the dashboard, we wanted to go through creation of classrooms, but since you're here, Tom, we can just do this. We might as well just go through it so you can see. As a license manager, sometimes schools get more than one package. So you might get the MOS package and the full suite package. The full suite, the Adobe full suite package is for Adobe courses, and the MOS is for Microsoft courses. So in here, you will select which course you are gonna work on assigning a teacher for. If you want a teacher for both courses, you're just gonna select here the package, add them down here, their first name, last name, their email, and the number of licenses you want to assign them. Up here, you can see on the screen button how many licenses you have to assign, how many you have already assigned, and what your order included originally. All right, so in this case, I could add somebody for the Adobe one, and then to add the same person on the other package, I'm gonna have to change it right here in this dropdown. And just add their information, and they will be there. Here you can see the expiration of this package. As you can see, both of them have a different expiration, so at times that happens. It's good to keep an eye on. So you can contact your Certiport representative to update, to renew the package, renew the license to continue using the course. Up here, we have placed a video that will quickly walk you through the steps that I'm going through right now. If you forget, or if you need to assign someone else, at times you don't want to be the only one doing this work, so you can always click down here, right under the license name number, you can add another license manager. Okay, this is very simple. First name, last name, email. They will receive that email with login credentials if they don't have an account, and they will be able to do this job as well with you or instead of you. It won't remove your access. It will only give this person access as well. Now, as for the teachers, you have some options here to manage their accounts. You can view here the classrooms they have. So if they have created a classroom, and here where you see the students are the ones that have registered for those classes. These ones are just classes that they have, the number of licenses they have set for that classroom, but only these ones are taken. The ones that have the little person on the side. That can see how many classrooms, the courses these classrooms have, and the link. Okay. I'm gonna talk about the link a little bit more afterwards.
So I would need to have a classroom in order to see that, correct?
Yes, if the teachers don't have a classroom, you won't be able to see anything there.
Okay.
It won't
thank you.
show up. You can also see right here on the side how many classrooms they have, if they have a classroom or not.
Yeah, and as a licensed manager, you are also by default added as a teacher, so you should see yourself in this list of teachers here, and then you'll also have access to the My Class dashboard where you can work as a.
How do I access the My Class dashboard?
Yes, we'll go there in just a little. I just want to show you one more thing about the license management dashboard. And it's the allow license request. I think this is very important. And also, wait, before that, let's just go through the number of licenses assigned right here. You are automatically added as a teacher, but you don't have any licenses assigned. So to assign licenses to yourself, you just need to click on this little pencil and write a number. Okay, you have here total number of licenses you can assign. You just need to select your number, submit, and you'll have those. Otherwise, you won't have licenses. If you don't have licenses, you can't create a classroom. Okay, this is the license management part. We'll go into the teacher part in a little. And here's the allow licenses request. As a license manager, you are going to choose how many licenses those teachers will have. But at times you want the teacher to have the autonomy to go there and just select how many licenses they want. In that case, you can just click here, select on allow licenses request, and they'll be able to get as many licenses as they need. All right. Now let's go on to the My Class page as a teacher. As a teacher, you click here in the My Class. Up here, it's very simple. And here you'll be able to create classrooms and manage your students. Everything's in here. Okay, so I'm gonna go through with you into the creation of a classroom. Like I said, this user has more than one package actually, but we're gonna go with the elite one. Okay, you need to select here. If you're adding more than one package, teachers will have to select which classroom they want, which classes they need for that classroom. So at times they will have some classes for Microsoft, and we'll have some other classes for other courses, can be for Adobe and Microsoft, so they will have to select which course they want in that classroom. Hello, Jared, thank you for joining us. We're going through the classroom creation right now. Okay. So to create a classroom, you select the My Class page up here. Down here, you click on Add New Classroom. Okay. On the drop down, you need to select which license you'd like to use. If you only have one, then you won't have more options than one. And here you'll put a classroom name and how many licenses you want. Up here, you can see how many licenses you have already used and how many you have available to use. So I have been given a 101 and I have only used 32. So I'm gonna use 20 for this. So I'm gonna set 20. It's gonna be the total number of students I'll be able to add into this classroom. Okay, so the classroom has been created. As you can see, here you have the classroom name. Here you have the expiration date of each classroom. And here you have the number of students that have been registered for this class. Since we just created this one, it doesn't have any students, but I do have 20 seats. Okay, that's the total number of students that I have selected for this specific classroom. So now we're gonna go and add those students. Do we have a question?
Yes, I do. Well, I just tried to create a classroom with for 14 licenses of
Mhm.
students, but I received a prompt saying I don't have access to allot that many.
You don't
Is there
have
something?
access to all of those
Yeah,
licenses.
14
Okay.
students.
Do you have any licenses assigned from the dashboard?
If I go
Let's
back to
check.
my dashboard, I do have,
Yes.
I have 100 remaining licenses.
Okay, but
Is
how
that
many have
teacher?
you assigned to yourself? You have to go down here. You go down here, you should have your name, right? First name and last name. Is that correct?
No, I just see an area where I can enter one teacher.
Can you add yourself as a teacher?
Should I add myself as a teacher even though I'm already the licensed manager? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you,
usually by default, it does have you in there as teacher one, but you might have had your account created before that was the case. So yeah, we kind of assumed that you would already be in there as a teacher with 0 licenses, but if you're not listed in there at all, you should go ahead and add yourself there and add, you could either give yourself 14 licenses or you can give yourself a little bit of leg room there as well if you need to.
I understand. Okay. Thank you. I assumed as well that it would be a default, but it looks like I need to be put in there.
yes. Jared just made a question. Is my Brain Buffet integrated with the metrics process different? Yes. If you're using Brain Buffet through Geometrics, what you have access to is our courses, not really our platform. So in that case, you should contact Geometrics to understand a little bit more how their process of creation, classroom creation, and student management works. This is specifically for the Brain Buffet platform. Okay.
Yeah, that goes kind of hand in hand with Renee's question as well. Basically what you are choosing between here is the Brain Buffet platform and the Geometrics platform for the same curriculum. So we do keep our curriculum up to date with Geometrics. So any courses you have through their platform that are Brain Buffet courses are going to be the exact same as ours. The only difference is in our courses, there are the in-app questions. So each video has questions that pop up on our platform that kind of keep the students engaged and make sure that they're paying attention, and they have to answer those questions correctly in order to complete the courses. And if they don't, it rewinds them back to the point where the question is answered so they can try again. Besides that, the other main differences are going to be our support for our platform is going to be handled through us. So myself and mostly Monica. and the way the platform works in terms of license management, creating and managing teachers and classrooms. So otherwise, the curriculum itself, minus those in-app questions or those in-video questions, is the same. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, thank you. That's very helpful.
Great. Tom, were you able to add yourself as a teacher?
I'm working on it, just having a little difficulty, but it should sort itself out. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, just add here, first name, last name. And assign more licenses than the one you would need. Like if you want to create a classroom of 14, you can add more to create classrooms afterwards. All right? Okay, so from the My Class page, we have two main ways to add students. Through their email or with the link. Okay, the link is right here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna copy this link and you're gonna put it anywhere the students have access. So if you have a specific platform to communicate with the students, you can put it there. They're gonna click on the link and they'll be able to create their own account if they don't have one. And if they have one, they'll be able to join this classroom. Okay, is very simple. And this option was created because some students' emails won't receive emails from outside. That's the main idea. Now, if you have, if your students are able to receive an email, you can just enroll them through here. You click in the student roster, you select the classroom. In this case, this is the classroom we just created. Click here and enroll new user. Here you can add an individual user, or if you want more, you can just upload a CSV with the first name, last name, and email. That's it. You can upload up to 99 students, and in doing so, you will add them in the classroom at once. I'm gonna download a sample here, and I'm gonna upload that same sample so we can see a little bit how it looks. Okay. Upload. Since this is a sample, all the emails are at Brain Buffet. It's just to show you how it looks. Right here, I can send them the email again if they need to. I can remove them, and most importantly, I can reset their password. Because we also have those students that just forget the password they chose, so I can just click here, reset the password to 123 Adobe Premiere, and okay. That's it. It has been changed. So then the student can log in without a problem. If they forgot their email is right here, the email they used to create their account. At times they use their personal email, so you just let them know and they can always change that from their end. Okay. Here I can manage by other classrooms as well. They need to reset their passwords to be removed, to send an email once again. I can do it through here. Through student roster tab, I can add students and reset their passwords. Okay. Now, another thing that's very important is instruction files. Here you will have additional files to both accompany them through their progress, but also to work with them some rubrics and things of the sort. We're not going to dive into this specifically. We'll be having a session for this probably on February to tag this specifically. Now, how do I follow along my students' progress? Right here, we have the course progression tab. On the left side, I'll select the classroom. Now, my Premiere class has this sample students, so they have already some progress. So you guys can see. Here I can see that Hunter has finished the After Effects course, so I can download the certificate from here, okay, from the course progression tab. I can see the progress of the other students. So they have 32%, 24%. Okay, thank you, Renee, for joining us. And I also have the option to see their detailed report just for the singular student. So I can see which courses they're working on, how they're doing on other courses, why. I'll explain just a little, because you have to select here the course, the specific course they're working on. So for example, if I go to character animator, they have no progress because they're not working on this with me. We are working on After Effects and on Photoshop as well. So they will have progress for these two courses. They won't have progress for the other. But if I want to see how they're doing overall, if they're doing other courses, like here, I can see that this person was doing some Premiere Pro. They finished the Photoshop. They have not finished the After Effects one. They have 32%. I can see all of that through here. I can see to which video they have watched. So right here, I can see all of these are videos and they're in the middle of project 5. They have not finished. They finished and they stopped here. So I have all of this information going on detailed information right here. Detailed user report. Now we also have the option to only see that specific student's information in case I want to call them out on something. I can always hide everybody else's progress. So I can talk to that specific person about their score. This information can also be downloaded as a CSV file right here. Okay, you will get all the classroom's information from there. The quiz reports are very similar to the course progression. The course progression, I will see how many videos they have watched, which they have finished, which they haven't. And the quiz reports, I will only see the information from the quiz they have done. Okay, after each project has, well, depend on the project, can have like 5 or 10 videos. At the end of those, it will have a quiz. Okay, and here I can see the result. I just have to select again the course and the quiz I want to see. So if I want to see from project 12, okay, only 3 students have done it. I can see how many attempts and what are their scores. In this case, these are sample students, so they don't have a specific score. Okay, here we have Cantor Alfonso. He got 6 out of 17, 32%, and I can review their quiz. So I don't know if you guys can see that because I have a bunch of windows. Okay, so from here, I can see the answer they selected and which was the right one. Okay, so they have a problem here. They don't understand this. What is their layer placement media? I can also see the ones they got right. And how long did it take for them to answer those questions? Which is a little bit tricky at times, and they just do everything running. You can tell here if they actually gave it some thought or not. Okay. So we have a more detailed report on their quiz. If we see they're having some sort of issue, we can always see it through here. All right. Tom, were you able to add yourself as a teacher?
Yes, I was. Thank you very much.
Great. Do you have any questions about the course progression or the quiz reports?
No, you're doing a very well job. I'm understanding it. Obviously it'd be a lot more hands-on if I had students already in the class that I just created, but it seems pretty easy from what I can see so far. Thank you.
Great. All right. Those would be the subjects we were going to walk through. So if you have any other questions, we'd be happy to answer those.
Monica, I'm not sure if you mentioned the chat button as well. That's also something probably important to go over.
I have not. You're right. From here, Tom, from the My Class page or the dashboard page, you have on the side, I need help button. It will take you to Very. That's our frequently asked questions bot. It will help you with the frequently asked questions. If he's not able to assist you, he will always lead you to a real life support agent to help you with that question. Okay? You just ask a
That's great.
question.
Thank you.
As you say no, it will take you to a live agent. So you'll always have that support there. You can also always contact us here through the contact page. Here on the human icon contact. You can just inform us what's your situation and we'll be there to assist you as soon as possible. Yeah, at times teachers don't know who their license manager is. By some communication error, they can always contact us through here and we'll let them know and assist them on that part. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I'd just like to mention that we have a free PD session coming now on December. Yes, it will be for Adobe Illustrator with our great teacher, Jonathan Gordon. He is an expert on this subject, and I'll be sharing here the link to sign up for this session. I'll have to get out of here. I'll put it here so you guys can register for this session. And just learn more about this. He knows also a lot about all the exam situation with Certiport, so he can walk you through, give you some tips on how to get your students to pass that exam as well. And that would be it for our session now. Do you have any other questions, Tom, that I could help you with?
No, not at this time. That's pretty good as far as getting me started.
Well, that's great. I'm gonna share here the link for the webinars as well. We should have done that before, so when I could get it, there you will have information on following webinars that we'll be doing and have the recording, access to the recordings of past webinars as well. If you have any question, you can always send it to our support channel, support@learningbuffet.com. And we'll be there to assist you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for joining us today. It was good to have you and to be able to walk you through these things. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Thanks, Tom.
You too.
Nice to
Have a good
meet
one. Bye.
Bye.